Hello everyone, welcome to Whispering Bliss, and my intention for this video is to spread love and light to you all always. Okay, this reading is for our Leos. This is a Leo reading. Okay, so the first card I have is Four of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. Something significant about the number 44, 8, 444, protection, 2 of Wands. I feel like you're doing a lot of resting because the Four of Swords here, she's laying down, okay? And she's outside. 4 of Cups, she's sitting by the tree meditating, okay? And she's sitting down. So something significant about outside. I said 444. I feel like whatever it is that you're asking for, whatever you're praying for, I feel as if your blessings are protected. You may feel like pressure, you know, like projections coming towards you, but I just feel like just stand in your royalty. Like, you don't need to prove anything to people, you know, like people may be like, oh, you extra, or why you have to do it like this, like basically like try to micromanage your life or try to get in the way of how you think. And it's like, no, like I'm getting like it's in my DNA, it's in my blood. Like, what? But yeah, I really do feel like maybe you're experiencing like overthinking, and you need to kind of like relax and know that, like, know your worth, you know, like just know you got it, basically is what I'm getting here. Just know you got it. Maybe you just need to relax a little bit, turn the TV off, turn the phone off, tell people no, you know, tell people no so you're able to make a decision, okay? Or so you can know your options. Right now, my eyes went to the moon. So I'm getting a sense of like, kind of like, don't be so hard on yourself, because I'm getting like phases of the moon. Okay, so you may be like, what is wrong with me? Why I feel like my emotions are all over the place, okay? Something about the moon placements. And let me see something else. I do have Two of Pentacles in reverse. Why Two of Pentacles in reverse here? I'm getting the moon. The moon, and it landed on Four of Pentacles. So, why the moon here? 5 of Pentacles. So I'm getting a sense of like, maybe you're experiencing fears. I'm hearing doubts, okay? And it's giving me a sense of like, this is why, you know, you're here. Like this, it's giving me a sense of like, you know, maybe you need to, again, another card with sitting outside. Okay, but I really feel as if maybe you need a break or something. Like, I'm getting a sense of like, maybe you're working too hard, but I'm also getting a sense of like with the Two of Pentacles, maybe you're spending your money on unnecessary things. Like, it's giving me something here, like you're losing money, and it's putting you in a terrible place, you know? But it's coming from inside, like, but because Four of Pentacles here, I really do feel, yeah, like there's a lot of, I don't know, but I did say protection earlier. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. Know that you are worthy of all beautiful things in this lifetime, and the enemy is trying to take away from you. So you need to really be mindful of people that's trying to latch on to you. Pay attention to your mindset, your mind state. You are, I'm getting a sense of like, you are so worthy, you know, you are beautiful, and it's time for you to receive. And when I say receive, it doesn't necessarily mean materialistic, you know, maybe it's guidance, You know, like I'm getting a sense of like you having to be open to receiving guidance as well at this time. There's nothing to be ashamed of. You know, maybe it's something, it's not, maybe it's, I'm getting a sense of like blockage, right? Like I'm seeing like someone like applying for a job or whatever, and you're not getting it. Or multiple jobs, and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm been applying for jobs. What is going on with me? Like, what's going on? I'm getting a sense of like rejection is protection. And I'm getting a sense of like, maybe God wants you to think deeper. Like, it's not just on a material level, it's other things. It's you having to heal like trauma wounds. Yeah, I'm getting go deeper. It's more under the surface, you know, like I'm seeing the word trust as well. Okay, I'm seeing trust here. So let's see what's going on here. What do you want Leo to see right now? I'm seeing be sober. Being sober-minded is thinking biblically. A sober mind is filter and focus. Being sober is learning how to renew your mind so that you can be emotionally stable and spiritually strong. A state of mind that can create based on how much time you spend in the world and how surrendered to the spirit you are. So I am getting a sense of you having to surrender, release control. Create is here. Okay, so with create is giving me a sense of like you have projects. I really do feel a creative, because like I said 444, and there's a reason why there's a level of protection around you. Okay, but create is giving me a sense of like you have no idea like how creative you are, or you know that you just need to allow that to come forward without thinking what other people may say or anything like that. But I really do feel like you're sitting on something very special, a book, okay, a movie script, something really huge. I really do feel like it's big. Okay, breathing is here, so there's a possibility that you may need to do some yoga, or not necessarily yoga, but even weight training. Weight training is really good. Okay, and you don't have to lift heavy to lift weights at all. And then I'm seeing the color yellow, so I'm getting the sense of you having to be more in a positive mindset. Okay, it says our hearts and minds can be tormented by storms of hatred, anger, resentment, and fear. They can equally be healed by the power of forgiveness. Our common bond as human beings is our capacity both to be hurt and to hurt others. So with this here, there's a sense of you needing to forgive not only others but yourself. The way I've been doing my thing is, once I started my healing journey, once I started focusing only on myself, so when I think of forgiveness, I used to think, okay, I gotta forgive this person and all this stuff, but it put so much pain, it put so much pressure on my heart, you know. But once I started to, okay, like, let me step back for a minute, let me forgive myself. When I started doing that, I had to look at myself as well. What did I do wrong? What were the things that I could have done better? And then, you know, giving myself grace and saying, you know what, I didn't know better, but now I do, and I can do better moving forward. So when I focus on myself, it's like, okay, I'm able to be more understanding to other people. And I feel as if there's a need for this. There's a need to show yourself some grace, to show yourself some love, to show yourself appreciation for your gifts, but not only what you can do for other people, but your existence. Know that your presence is enough. Okay, know that you are beautiful, and it's okay to tell people no, and it's okay to back off to pull your energy back and say, you know what, I have some things that I need to heal. I need to face the certain things. Or even if you have to be like, you know what, I have some things that I have to face. I am a little scared to face this with, like, by myself. Like, I don't think I'm strong enough to face this alone. Let me reach out to a professional or someone that I trust. And again, it's okay to pray and use your discernment, you know, pray. Maybe there's a possibility God is saying, come to me. Or if you're praying to the Most High, you're like, okay, can you bring somebody to me that can help me? Whatever you want, you know, however you want to handle this. But the power is in you, whatever you want, okay? There's no right way of doing this, but I really do feel the need to really heal, okay? Hush, mommy. It says, don't play it safe. It says, the light we carry, overcoming in certain times, by Miss Michelle Obama. It says, we enter into this chaos together, certain of only one thing, and that was, we'll be better off facing it as a team. So this can be, maybe you're getting over a divorce, okay? Maybe you've been, you know, you had a close relationship, a friendship, and maybe you had high expectations, you know, of that relationship lasting, and it didn't. But when I wrote this, I was committed. And my focus was on the Most High. And so there's a possibility that God is saying, you know, you're never alone, really. You're never alone, even when you're going through the worst times, and no one's judging you at all. No one's, you know, no one's judging you for the things that you have done. But you have to you have to look at it. You can't just do things and like, oh, okay, whatever. No, you have to face it. You have to face it in order to start the healing process, because it can get dark. It can get really, really dark. And that's the only way that you can call your power back and hold on to it. It's if you think materialistically, we aim sometimes for material things and then we don't pray over it to maintain it. Okay? It's just like from our insides. We have to, it's a continuous work, but to start this healing process, you have to look at it, and you have to release the fear, and you have to make that commitment and say, you know what? All right, I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm all in. You know, I'm all in. And know that the Most High would never leave you. Okay? But yeah, I'm seeing this. It says, get out of your own way. There's a significance of the colors blue and pink. So when I think of pink, I think of like friendliness, love, grace, okay? And when I think of blue, I think of calmness, okay? Intuition. I'm hearing spirit. I was going to say spirituality, so I'm getting like, what is your soul calling you to do? Like, when you hear that voice and it's saying, you know, like, what, pay attention to the inner voice. What is it saying? Are you ignoring the voice from within? Okay? But with this here, and I placed it under 444, I'm getting your ancestors are saying this. Your ancestors are saying, get out of your way. You are protected. Whatever it is that you want to do, you are strong. Okay? You are capable. You are worthy. And you have all the knowledge. You have all the wisdom. You have all the creativity to accomplish whatever task that your heart desires. Okay? So because I mentioned healing, I'm going to go to my healing deck. The first one is, your worthiness is unconditional, okay? Your worthiness is unconditional. It says, recognize that your worthiness is not dependent on external validation or achievements. You are worthy because you exist. And I said that. I feel as if, especially us, you know, people of color, like, we have this mindset where we have to work. And in that process, and I don't want to even just say people of color. I really don't. But I said that because I said people of color, I feel that we hold on to so much pain. Not only we endure pain in this lifetime, not realizing that we're still holding on to pain from lifetimes, or even, you know, the stories our grandparents told us, or the knowledge, knowing that they've been hurt, and then generations after that, you know, it's just so much, you know. But I really do feel as if at this moment, the Most High is saying, you got to give that to me. And I know sometimes you may be like, I want to take matters in my own hands. And God is saying, no, you cannot carry everything. It's not meant for us to do all of that. Okay? I'm getting a sense of like our ancestors fought for us to be here. And if we don't understand that today in 2025, regardless of what's going on financially or what's going on in the world, this is a great place to be alive. Honestly, there's so much resources out there to utilize on our own. And there's people, we have the internet, and we can get in contact with people of a higher status. We can seek mentors. We can actually see different from ourselves, okay? A different lifestyle, a different way of being. You have websites like YouTube. You can research anything. You can actually see. You can see people living a different life. You can see, you know, people, you can tell people been through some type of struggle to get where they are, you know. But you have to release pride. You have to get out of your own way. Okay? Yeah. You are worthy. I'm seeing messenger of God. This is Archangel Gabriel. So it says assist with emotional healing and helping others navigate their feelings during difficult times. Gabriel also encouraged creativity and artistic expression. He is also linked to fertility and motherhood, supporting families and new beginnings. So I feel as if I may be speaking to a mother or a parent, okay? Or you may be, you know, starting like a new beginning. You're like, I want something new, or I want to embark on this new adventure. And it's like, okay, that's fine. You know, you don't have to do this alone. Calling your angels for assistance when it comes to healing, okay? It says, we are beautiful as we are, and we are choosing to become more beautiful and whole each day goes by. And then healer, the angel of healing, Raphael. So Archangel Raphael, okay? The angel of healing, Raphael, is known for his ability to heal physical illness, emotional healing, and spiritual guidance. Aids in both individual healing and in healing of relationships. And this is the last one I'm going to see. Well, two, okay? It says alchemizing confusion into clarity. So it says choose to see life more objectively than subjectively. Analyze what is real versus what may be a product of overthinking. Accept there is no need to know all the answers immediately, okay? So I'm literally saying, get your hands off of it. Like, get your hands off of it. Get your hands off of it. I love you too, honey. Your heart is a guide. Trust your intuition. Listening to your heart as a guide, it will lead you to wisdom, compassion, and understanding. And one more. I know I said two more, but this is the last one. It says self-love is a radical act. Prioritize self-love, recognizing its significance in your overall well-being and happiness. Okay, so again, back the whole thing to needing to put yourself first. And all of the healing cards are on top of Five of Pentacles. So yeah, it's just giving me a sense of like, use this time. Don't focus on the things that what? No, honey, sit down. I'm doing this time, instead of saying, oh, I lack this, I lack that, take this time to journal. Take this time to work out more. Take this time to figure some things out. Maybe it's, just be productive during this time. Excuse me. Yeah, like, don't focus on the lack. Be grateful for where you are, okay? Just say, thank you, God. Thank you, the Most High. Thank you, angels, ancestors. You placed me in this predicament to where I can think clearly. I can use this time to change my life. I have the power, and I'm grateful for having all this strength, all this wisdom, all the knowledge. Thank you for the people you bring into my life. Thank you for the things that I have in my life right now. I'm so grateful, God. Thank you so much. This is what you need to be saying, instead of saying, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. We can, it's easy. We have distractions everywhere, right? But it's our responsibility to take back our control, to slow down. It's our responsibility to do this. It's our responsibility to recognize when we're in the wrong, and then I have to look at it and say, you know what, I need to do something different. Don't wait till someone to say, hey, sometimes it gets to that point. And if it does get to that point, hey, we are human, but pay attention to the people. Pay attention to the people that come into your life. God is so creative. God provide messages, not just in church, not just in the church. God provides information in books. God uses people in mysterious ways. When you go outside, there's a sign, or, it's just giving me a sense of like, just pay attention to your surroundings, and pay attention not only on the outside and the inside too. Our bodies is also a guide. Our bodies can also send signals of warnings, but you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention, okay? What do you want our Leos to see right now? So the first card is here. It says karmic bonds, unresolved issues from past life, cycle lesson, unstable relationship. It says ascend to the highest level of human existence. Again, it's just giving me like fears, and I'm also getting like 3D. I'm also getting that. So there's a possibility that you may have people in your life that needs to go, okay? And I really, because I said 3D, I feel like there's a need to understand that it's levels to this, okay? If people are not good for us, you have to release them with love and wish them the best. When you let people go, or I'm getting a sense of like, you needing to protect yourself. Learn to protect yourself. You may be saying that, well, my parents didn't protect me. I know in the spirit realm you are heavenly protected. I already saw that. But it's a sense of you having to receive, okay? Receive the love, receive the guidance, receive the wisdom. And there's a possibility that you have people in your life that's not supposed to be there. So it's giving me a sense of like, you have people that's giving, like, literally reminding you of why you can't go to the next level, or why you can't focus on creating this project, or why you can't, heal, or why you can't focus on yourself. Why are you feeling guilt maybe because you need to pay attention to the people that is in your life. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, and how I'm seeing this is here, another card of protection. Okay, it says spirit guides are your shield. So I feel as if this is nothing. Like, you can receive money in your sleep. Money is energy. And this is why healing is necessary here in this reading, because people don't understand when there's a blockage from within, your money is going to stop. It's just, you know, and right here, I have to also provide this. When people have this negative, if you have a negative relationship with money, you would not receive it. You're not going to receive. You're not going to make any money because of your thought process towards money. Money is the root of all evil. That needs to go. Money is an object like anything else. People use the Bible for the wrong stuff. We need to really talk about this stuff. It's a man. It's not the object. And it's all about our intentions. It's all about our intentions. Because we hold so much energy, because we hold power, we decide how we're going to use this, how we're going to use our tools. Okay? How am I going to use my money? You are in control. So we need to stop placing so much power over materialistic stuff. Okay? Now, back to what I was talking about. There's a need for you to just basically cut some people off. I'm going to just say it like that so you can get to the money. So you can, and again, it's not just money. Abundance doesn't necessarily have to be money. It can be your stability. It can be you saying, oh, I want peace. I want a home like this. And it's like, there's a person in your whole house that needs to go. There's a possibility that you're sleeping with the enemy. You may have friends that, you know, oh yeah, girl, I'm here for you. And when you're going through some things, they're nowhere to be found. Okay? Your friends are not your friends. A simple way to ask, is this my person? Friends or not? Friends, intimate. Am I leveling up? Am I going to the next level in life? Am I healing? Am I growing? Yeah. So it's just giving me a sense of like, pay attention to your circle. Be mindful of the people that's around you. Are you engaging in gossip, or are your friends gossiping? Or y'all talking about other people instead of getting to the money, instead of, you know, going, oh, how are we going to, you know, find a new house, or how are we going, you know, conversations like that, you know, building stuff like that. You know, do we have 7, 8 incomes coming in? Like, this is what we need to be working on. Okay? Instead of worrying about other people's blessings and how they're doing it and how they're getting to the bag and who they sleeping with. That's very low vibrational. And we have to take responsibility of that. Okay? Again, this came right back out, and this is giving me protection. So 3 times. So something significant about 3. Okay, something significant about 3. This came out twice, but 444, which is the number of protection. So again, I feel as if you need to really take a step back and look at, like, just make a list of the things that you want and take action. Because I did say the number 8 earlier, right? Which is the number of action. It have to make sense. Like, you say, I want this, but you also have to understand that you need to take the responsibility of getting there. I want this. So how I'm going to get there. Well, first you need to start with the small things. Let me, you know, make sure my circle is good. Nothing is getting in the way of me moving forward. Nothing, I don't have no jealous people around me. I don't have nobody envying how I move. You know, I have supporters. I have a support team. What my spiritual life look like? You know, do I have people in alliance? Like, do I have people that I can pray with? Do I have people that will pray for me? And you know, I would give back the same. I will be able to pray for them, and they will be able to receive my love, receive my prayers, you know. This is just what I'm getting right here, you know. This is just what I'm getting. But you have to demand control over your life. You have to be like, it's just giving me a sense of like, remember, you are the CEO of your life. Nobody is. Okay, I don't care. You can be like, well, so-and-so did this to me, and so-and-so doing this to me, and I know it. Okay, so what? You can't control people. People gonna say, people gonna do, but what you doing? All right, so let me get some angel numbers here. It says 1010 is up to you. Moderations, patience, grow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. It's time to put those long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as new opportunities. Trust in the process. And because this was literally the only thing, like this basically sums up what we've been talking about in this message, I'm going to leave it here. Okay, thank you guys so much for viewing this video, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Okay, bye.